Where did this come from?
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Oh, good evening.
Hello, Governor.
Okay.
Eric, I also when I was going through my old videos and found your birthday one, I found another one where we're playing what was it, King's Cup, I think?
Okay.
And everyone's doing the accents that I would do like every time.
Yeah, I hate that one. I'm the worst at accents. Alright, one sec. My child needs cheese. 1 second.
As they do. It's our first official team, no fillers.
Yes, I think so.
Cool.
I need that snake.
Oh, we left Farah just all by himself in the other channel.
He's got it. He's doing work. He starts his work. He's starting work. Blah. He's starting his work shift right now. And he has to pretend like he's really starting because he can't have his boss in Discord and then not start work.
A night shift? Ugh.
Yeah, he's one of my night guys.
Like, kudos to people who can do night shift.
For real.
I used to be a night guy.
Swain's an all time zone kind of guy. He likes to keep it even. He'll give everyone a little shot, rotate through them.
Well, for many years of my life, I just partied all night and then slept during the day and delivered pizza from like 5 to 10.
I'm up at those hours anyway. Those are like my most productive hours, from like 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. That's when I'm most productive normally.
How dare
Yeah.
my wife not
I
get
started
up at 7.
learning day trading, so I have to wake up early, so I'm trying to like get out of that lifestyle of staying up all night, but I like actually feel better when I wake up early as opposed to staying awake all night, but it's hard like not to fall back into it the moment I like
you make
get
one
insomnia.
exception and then
Right. Yeah.
Yep. Same.
Yeah, I usually go to bed around 6 a.m. and then wake up around 11 a.m. and then do it all again. That is if I go to sleep. Sometimes I'm up for 4 or 5 days at a time.
Yeah. I naturally wake up around like 6, 7 a.m.-ish.
Yeah, see,
I'm
I
on
can't
my-
really do that. I'm weird. Like, if I go to bed early for whatever reason, if you wake me up before, like... See, I'm weird. Like, if I go to bed early and you wake me up before noon, like, my body has to get up, like, around, like, 11. If I'm up before 11, I'll kill you. I'll just straight stab somebody. I just can't do it. I don't know why. My body just will not roll out of bed before 11. It doesn't matter if I go to bed. I could go to bed like at 10:30, and then I'll wake up like at 11. I'll be fine. But like if I go to bed at like, I go to bed like at midnight, and if you wake me up at like 10:45, I'm stabbing you. I don't know why I'm like that. It's just weird. I'll be grumpy all day if I don't like sleep till at least 11.
I'm ready, Swells. If I was
You
the only
are-
one, not
Are you?
putting
Yeah,
milk
yes,
in
you were.
this.
Yes.
Did you hear about that
I
roommate
didn't
that
leave.
like
Wait,
killed
so
his roommate for playing Diablo or something?
Yeah.
You always leave at 7. I didn't leave. I was just putting melt in my thing.
or
That's for
the
another ready
important
check?
question is, was it Brie?
No, my kids don't eat brie.
Oh, no.
like Kraft slices
it's-
or something.
No, it's Boar's Head American cheese.
Okay.
Trash. It's what 6-year-olds eat.
Easy. Don't let Penn hear you say that
Fair.
word. She'll never let you forget that you said it.
Hey, I'm not saying it's. I mean, all cheese is good. Like, I'll do it on a grilled cheese sandwich with like the melty cheese, right? But like, out of that context, I'm not going to be eating squares of plain cold American cheese.
Have you seen the new ad campaign for Kraft Singles?
No.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
basically
I
like
totally don't do that in the middle of the night. No.
it's
There we
it's
go.
basically like the cheese on a cheeseburger. That's us. That's that's their ad campaign, which is pretty accurate.
Cheese. I'll mix it into mac and cheese as well. Like, I'll do like Annie's mac and cheese. Do like a half stick of butter and then melt in like 3 slices of American cheese. And then instead of milk, I use half and half.
Yeah, it's a good soft cheese and it melts real good.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way.
Someone set the markers back to the ones that were up first.
Oh, you want this set?
Yeah, just so that we can, until Mac, like, visualizes that mechanic.
Okay.
And then we can fix it to if people are having issues with clocks. We'll do the same spots as last night for ease. Mac, you're going to be north of me. I just like these markers for teaching the
Hey.
shackles.
Swing, come stand in your clock position against the red square.
Test.
That's not the right one. Try again.
What do
Bottom
you
right
mean?
corner.
Your clock position on the red square. Nope, that's the wrong one. Ah!
There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
There you
Yay.
Well, I didn't think this one square represented the whole arena.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
that's-
the one is technically the boss.
Okay.
You passed.
Just right in the middle.
Alright, so Mac, I'm just gonna go through the first mechanic with you.
Okay.
2 people are going to get a random debuff. One of us will have a red chain, one of us will have purple. By default, we're gonna have all DPS in your spot. So for you, that was C, the west side of the boss. And healers and tanks are gonna be on all the numbers instead of the letters.
Ah,
The
my
mech-
chain changed.
Yes, you should be 1.
Okay.
That should be 3. And then, so there's the purple chain. We'll grab the 3 closest people to you. And the red chain will target the 3 furthest people. So we want people on the outside and inside. If I see 2 DPS, for instance, with both debuffs, I'm going to call a number. I'm going to call either 1, 2, 3, or 4. Those people are going to swap. So it might be confusing without seeing the mechanic first. But an example is if you have the red chain, I'm going to call 4, and you're going to switch with me. So I'm going to run to the 3, you're going to run to C. Or I'm going to run to C, you're going to go to 3, I mean. Otherwise, you're inside the boss at your clock position, and I'm standing outside.
My clock position is the C.
Yeah. Which there will be another mechanic we do clocks, but I want to do the first few mechanics and just get you comfortable with the shackles. Because we have to do shackles every time we prog anything else.
Okay. If we swap, are we always swapping with you?
It'll be your number. So you and I,
Oh, I see.
there's no other 4, so we just have 4 in shape.
And when we're in the middle, Mac, we want to be standing exactly in those letters. Like you have to be just perfect.
Pretty close to the boss.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to clip the outside guys, but you don't want to be stacked on the guys on the inside because that will hurt too.
And
You
we
do
do
wanna
only
be
need to
pretty
stay
tight.
in there when the chains are out.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm ready. I just didn't hit that.
Tank Buster. First Shackles coming out. Full swap. Tanks and healers in. DPS out. Looks clean. Very good. Doing double Pac-Man. A then C. Dodge at A.
It's
C.
straight through, Mac.
Very nice. Next will be a tank swap. Seeing what type. It's flare swap.
That means me move to the right, right? He's moving right, so we move right a little to the right. Yep. Oh, back
Should we
in.
practice running away for that one phase?
Yeah, that's what we. Nope.
Gonna be inside the hitbox, then outside. In first. Out. Moving on to the actual frog mechanic. Look at that, you're caught up. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna do clocks. Clock positions.
Is that the 3 or the C for me?
3. Now we're moving in, and you need to get rid of your buff. It is top first. Top first.
Stay there, stay on your ice,
Oh, wait.
Mac, wherever ice is.
I'll fuck that up.
Now you go
Oh,
back.
it was going top.
We go
bottom.
back to clocks.
Okay,
nope.
I see. Okay.
And we all have to be on a tile, so that was my bad too. 'Cause
So that's fine.
That one we didn't. That one we
that
didn't
was-
turn the clock though.
That was completely blind for
for Mac.
So I wasn't really good thinking we were going much to there. Yes. So there's 3 variations of that mechanic. I'm going to call brain dead, top or bottom. Brain dead mechanic is just called that because it's literally. I'm going to tell you 3 places to run. You just run there, and we should have no issues. Unless we panic, it's totally fine to panic. We all do it. Brain dead mechanic is we're all going to be in our clock positions. You'll know it's brain dead because there will be 3 ice in the south square. You are going to go to clocks. DPS are going to go bot. Healers are going to go middle, and tanks are going to go north. And then we're going back to clocks. The reason being is if you saw there was a purple gem that wasn't in normal mode, that kills you if you catch it.
Okay.
It's max damage. So, brain dead mechanic, it's clocks, DPS south, clocks. For top first, and I'll call top first for that one, and when it is, the first 2 steps are identical. You're going to be in your clocks. You're going to move back to the same spots: DPS south, healers mid, tanks north, in the middle 3 squares. And then we are going to return to clocks, but rotate. In that case, I will be 3, you'll be the north square, Trav will be 4, etc. Swell will be A. We'll just all move. If it's bottom first, that's kind of a absolute free-for-all. And the best way I've seen to deal with it is just understanding what's happening in that mechanic. Which I'm going to type out just so we have it for posterity because it's easier. Gems. There we go. That's how I explained it to my friends' raid group like they were 5.
Nice.
Don't catch the grape flavor. You just you want to look at your thing and see, do I need to change buffs or not? If you don't need to change buffs, so let's say yours is, I think in that mechanic it's ice, lightning, and fire. You're going to go middle. You don't want anything for the second gem. So, healers are going to be south if it's bottom first. DPS are going to be mid with one of the tanks. And our off tank is going to take a hit to DPS for damage down and stand in the north. Just so we don't drop the candy on the ground. And then we all go back to clock positions.
And clock position for me will always mean 3.
Correct. So let me type out what we're doing for each. Brain dead strat equals clocks vertical clock top first clock vertical clockwise rotate.
And so we move after something goes off, so we'll be at clocks, something will go off, we move, something will go off.
Correct. Don't let... So he does a raid wide that has a big animation. Don't let that confuse you. We've wiped a lot to it last night.
Yeah, so look, you got that, triangle with the elements above your head?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that's gone before you move to the next square.
Or switches.
Or yeah, it won't be gone. It will switch the colors from my fire dice or whatever.
And for vertical, are you talking along the center grid? So it'll be the top of the middle.
So the center grid for vertical will always be tanks north, healers in the dead center, and then DPS.
Okay, but always along the center.
Yeah, because the center row is the only one that has 3 non-purple gems. And purple gems are grape flavors, so they go in the trash. Because the way I'm having us do the strat, I believe one of our tanks is going to have a damage down, but I think that's more consistent than us just wiping to the mechanic. Until we really figure out what's happening there and understand
that one we haven't seen yet, or we haven't done it with the tank eating that damage down yet. I don't think.
We didn't do it right last time, but that's because we just didn't recognize top and bottom were the same pattern.
One moment.
Scared.
Bad timing for a 1 moment.
Yeah,
so
sorry.
scared.
Fixing my audio and now my computer's frozen. Oh no.
No worries.
setup.
Do a one swap because she's on the outside. So.
She's outside anyways.
Oh, okay. So then we're fine.
Yeah.
Lumia, you got to get out. You got the red chain.
The purple.
Oh, were you? I saw you with a red. All right.
I was too far away.
Oh.
Out and then in. Tank swap will be next. It's stack. Back up.
Okay, I'm back.
See the neck. Run through. Grade 1. Blocks first. It is brain dead. Tanks north, healers mid, DPS south, all in the middle boxes. Hold.
Hey.
Corp. Yep. Clocks. Yeah. Nice. There we go. Next is a tank swap. It's flare. Same as normal mode, except it adds weapons to dodge. We're staying on red. It's going to be Pac-Man, then out.
Fuck.
Get away from him. On red. On red. The lag spike there. It's stacked. Oh yeah.
Got him.
I can't see the weapons.
In and Pac-Man. Staying on red.
Okay, so the Pac-Man's still opposite side, it looks like.
Yeah. I just couldn't see them. They never rendered.
Oh, weird.
I've been lagging since we got to this phase.
So is Pac-Man is the safe space just on directly the opposite of the flail?
Yeah. I just call it Pac-Man because it's the shape of the safe zone.
Yeah, I caught that at the end there, but
Yeah,
first couple
so-
times I was
so-
just following everybody.
With weapons,
Oh,
weapons are. He's
hey.
going to
Ah,
throw.
bitch.
He's going to throw 2 weapons on the ground because we never explained this. He's going to do it a lot. He's going to throw 2 weapons on the ground. They're going to resolve in the order that he drops them. So whichever one hits first is coming out first. If it's a scythe, it's basically Heidelin's Orioles, like the sides fan,
Mhm.
except only safe on the opposite side.
Of it, okay.
That's what
Is
that
it-
meant.
Is the weapon in the cast bar? Or is it just visual?
It's
It's just
visual.
visual.
He's going to drop a scythe on the ground. He's going to drop a flail on the ground that means get away from him. And he's going to drop a dancer hoop on the ground that's get in. inside the hitbox. During that phase in particular, he's going to be casting weapons. And you do 2 weapons while having a colored orb float around him. You want to make sure that when the second weapon resolves, you are on the opposite color floor. So the first one, I think it was Scythe Flail, and he had blue orbs. So I went and stood over on A. It was both dodging the Pac-Man and the flail, and it was on a red space, and you just stand there.
Okay.
It's a lot coming out at once, but
the
that's
colors
it.
always resolve after the second weapon.
Okay, so weapon.
Pretty much at the same
Both
time as the
weapons.
second weapon. Like, you want to be dodging the
okay.
second weapon on the right color tile, because you're not going to have time to move.
Okay.
But honestly, good job, guys. I mean,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
right up to it. Tank Buster. Bird Shackles. We're going to have a swap at 2. Lumia, you're out.
Yeah.
Then in. Out first. You do have a little time, so you can get your melee. Get out. Get in. Flare. It's gonna be Pac-Man's.
Oh, in a second. Okay.
Mid wide. Looks like bottom first. So clocks. Verticals. It's DPS south, healers mid. Tanks north. Tanks north.
Oh,
Hey,
Under that fire, I couldn't go north.
Clocks. And rotate clock. Rotate clock.
Oh, what?
We had a death already, so we dropped one, but we also didn't rotate clockwise.
So for that rotate clock, I had an ice, but my clock rotate was fire. Oh,
It means
wait.
we had an issue with, you went south instead of mid.
Wait, maybe I got my elements wrong.
well,
Backwards.
because I went south, I thought, and I had ice, and it was ice.
Yeah, I had A had a fire, and so it had.
Oh, it was bottom first. Yeah, that was a bad call by me. I was reading, not reading, yeah, I was reading what I put for top first.
Ah,
Bottom first is the, healer south, DPS mid with the main tank, and off tank catches, north.
I just have his chat scrolled to that point, and I'm just like looking at it.
Yeah. That's what I want to do. Yeah. First shackles. We're gonna have a swap on one. Raid wipe. Weapons. Gonna be double Pac-Man. See the neck. Through. Tank swap is next. Stack. Then out. Stay in. Get out. Very nice. Raid what? Top first. So this is the one I thought we had. Clocks. Verticals. Healers mid, DPS south, tanks north.
Wait. No. Is
I can't say north though. Like I gotta come south. Where do I go if I'm north? Because I need to go to a fire.
yeah, I came south and there was an ice there.
Tank for top, you have a fire. It's ice then fire.
Oh, sorry. It's fire then and then ice and then fire back up there.
No, it's ice then fire, and then we go back to clocks for third.
Okay. Maybe I.
So it dropped ice top, then it dropped fire top. Then it's going to drop fire again. That's for the third part where we all rotate. So Mac would
Okay.
catch your fire.
I would move.
catch-
I would move to 4 then from being up there or whatever. That's
Yep.
the counter clock. Okay.
The rotate is counterclockwise?
Clockwise.
Clockwise. Sorry.
Clockwise.
Yeah.
Always clockwise.
So you would
If
end
we're
up for
rotating.
that third one. You would end up being north, Mac, and I would be at 4.
Yeah, I feel like I keep moving south on the second one and it's matching my element.
Yeah.
If
Unless-
it's matching, just stand on the next one, I guess.
Okay.
Like
Shouldn't be
you
matching.
do want to catch opposite element, but like the weird thing is like in normal, and just looking at it, you think it's the bottom, but like a lot of times it's that top one. It's not the one that's queued to fall next. It's the one above it that's triggering.
Yeah, so that was top
Oh.
first.
Trust in the type. Trust
that's
trust in
what
the
you
type.
mean when you're saying top first.
Ah,
okay.
Yeah, they're going
Yeah,
up
yeah.
from the high one down.
It's a
Don't
little line.
trust what you see. Trust what you're reading from when he typed it out. Like that's like, it's gonna screw you up because it's gonna be
Okay.
going from the top or bottom. Like it can
Well, I was
flip.
confused what top first, bottom first meant. I thought he was talking about which ones dropped first.
Yeah, because they.
Like
This
Yeah.
was
row
what's top
wise.
first, what it's
Oh,
about.
row one. Yeah.
No,
It's
it's-
the order in which they're stacked.
Yeah.
And watching the first one drop from top or bottom determines.
love getting crit shield for that tank buster.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
So do I.
He took like no damage.
Standard. Shielding for raid, what? I've got a rage on now this level.
What's
Uh-oh.
going on?
I think we...
Good recovery, Sway. Good recovery.
Weapons are out.
Melee there and still be hidden through that whole piece. Wow.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's close, but you definitely can.
I didn't see the cast. What was it?
God,
good.
stack.
Oh, it was stacked. I thought I saw red bubble.
I think it's always red, isn't it? Double pack?
No, stack's like blue bubbles.
Stack is blue bubbles and the orange is flare.
Just go off cast. I should have rescued you there, I'm sorry. Raid Rod coming up. Blocked. Get ready. You have time. It's gonna be top first. This is clocks. Verticals. That's tanks north, healers mid, DPS south. If that wasn't it, hold your spots. Rotate clockwise from where you were. Back north.
Swain, move over. Swain, move
No,
over.
no, come on, left.
I got
There you go.
Oh crap. What happened?
I got two
no one-
I got the same one.
I was gonna say, I don't think anyone caught number 2, or maybe someone was there, but felt like I didn't see anyone on
Well,
2.
what was 2? What block was it?
That should be whoever was south.
Whoever was on B.
Whoever
Should've
got
gone
on
on
that
two
was
first
me.
should have got 2.
Come back across or whatever.
Yep, because we returned to clocks, then turned.
That was a fire? Was that a fire?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
It would have been the same as
Whatever was first.
whatever
Okay.
4
I think
was.
I got 'em now.
DPS is always the same.
But if we did it right, that would be
Yeah.
Travis actually making that move. And I...
It was reversed this time because you died. So we
Yeah,
didn't have to swap.
yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that would have been mine under normal circumstances.
Normally, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's just one of the adjustments we got to make. Of if he has aggro, we don't want the boss running all over the damn place.
Yep.
I know he's got the easiest job for symmetrical. You just stand there.
Who, main tank?
Yeah, man, tank doesn't move if it's symmetrical.
Even
It's
the off
super
tank
easy.
doesn't have to do anything. It's just down, up, down.
That's still more than main tank. Yeah, didn't crit this time. Shackles out. Gonna be a swap on 4 or 3. I'm sorry, not 4. Ben's next. Out then in. In. Bank swap. Run through. Next will be a raid bite. bottom first. This one's healers bot, DPS and tank mid, OT catches north after second. Okay, healers south. Main tank mid with DPS, OT north. Oh, that wasn't it. Ow. Then catch, yeah, up there.
4, Travis. Oh.
Wait, we died before it dropped.
We died to the second drop.
Oh. I said,
We just need more luck with the easy ones.
ace.
The mechanic happens twice in the fight and always does the opposite. It's like, for if we get that set first, we get the symmetrical ones the next time we see it.
Nice.
Bottom first is definitely the worst of it. Again, one of the tanks just has to bite the bullet and just tank that bad gem.
Yeah.
They can survive the impact.
Oh. We have to go to... Wait.
The north gem, when it's bottom first, isn't good for the tanks, but one of the tanks is just going to have to do it. Because it's
Double
not good
take-
for... It's not good
take
for
the
anyone.
north. Double
One
take the
tank.
north. Yeah. I thought you said middle.
One of the tanks goes mid, one of the tanks goes north. Because there's no reason to hurt both the tanks like that. We could just sacrifice one of you.
Okay, so who's ever Slash should just stay north for that then and take that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. Because I think we both went middle then on that one.
Yeah, I stayed mid.
Yeah, I usually have OT do it.
Yeah,
Just because I don't like main tank taking extra damage in that phase.
yeah, we both stayed mid. I think that was just the confusion there. Yeah, I'll book up and just take the damage since I'm not taking any other damage there usually.
Because if any of the DPS catch it, and we don't do like a weird rotate thing that involves more coordination, they'll die.
So if I've got aggro going into that, you want me to go into the mid?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You just go when he calls for us to go mid. I'll just go north and just eat the shot because I'm not taking any other damage during that phase, and I don't.
Okay.
We don't risk you just getting dropped by like some weird double auto attack or something.
Yeah.
Deal.
There's going to be a swap at 2. Blew me out. Then in. In. Make Buster. It's Flare. It'll be double sight.
Watch his angles.
got brain dead.
Yay!
Symmetry makes me happy. Verticals. DPS south. Leave, that wasn't it. Alright, clocks. Hold. Leave. Alright. It's gonna be stack swap. Get behind the boss. One of you shirk. We're doing
It's on
pizza.
cooldown.
Okay. So, sight, then out, or in, I mean, I'm sorry. And you're going to want to be on blue. Everyone looks good. Don't move. Good. It's a stack. Weapons are coming out. And out and fire.
Tackles. No? Shackles.
There's something going on.
We need to be on the I think it's opposite color of you. Forgot about that. Opposite color. Whatever he's standing on, we need to stand on the opposite. Shackles of Time is choosing. That player chooses what pizza slices are dangerous.
Oh, the one with the shackles is gonna choose the danger color.
Yep.
Okay.
And so this face here, we're all going to get a red or purple chain. We're going to have to adjust accordingly. Just so it's not a complete mess, we'll probably go in the order they're given. Or like timers. So whoever has the shortest red timer will go to 3. Whoever has the second shortest will go to 4. I think it's 3 seconds, 8 seconds, 13 seconds, and 18 seconds. So, yeah.
Even though they're colors, they're all on a timer. It's not the purple red mechanic.
It is the purple red mechanic, but it's happening 4 times
Oh, wow.
in a row. But everyone gets their shackles ahead of time. It's just they resolve every 5 seconds. So when you have whoever gets the 3 is going to run to the 3 if they're red. If you're purple, you run to C. Where we had it.
Okay.
This is just so we're not all stacked on each other. Because we can't just be like, oh, we can switch, because, like, Mac and I might both have red.
Right, okay.
What was the second dartboard mechanic? Is it somebody gets chosen and whatever they're standing
Somebody
on?
gets shackles, so I think it was you actually got shackles. And then, because you were on a blue square, we all should have been on a red square. We saw it last time, I just kind of forgot about it.
Okay. Okay.
For that, do you want to just have the person who gets that shackle to call it out? Like, call out what we should stand on?
Yeah, that would work.
It's going to be the opposite for whatever you choose, so If you're
Yep.
standing on blue with shackles, just say everyone on red.
I also don't think there's another, like, I don't think weapons or anything are coming out there either, so we can all stack for it. And if
Yeah,
you,
that's what I was going to ask, is if there's something else going on then, or if it's just about choosing
I
color.
think it's just that. So,
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure, I think it's a raid wide coming out at the same time, so, like, Zeph and I will be topping someone off. But I'm pretty sure I just stood there, stared at Swell, and went, what was that mechanic?
And can I hear
Is
the
it-
timers
is it
one
deep-
more time? Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. No, go ahead.
Because you said I saw you type like 3 seconds, 8 seconds, right? Where do we stand exactly with what seconds?
I'm gonna do this because we color coded it, and it might help more.
And while he's typing that, for the dartboard shackle, was it just a debuff, or is there an animation
There was an
as
animation.
well? Okay.
It's like these purple chains going around somebody.
Okay.
It stands out, but also the debuff is there. Yeah, and then obviously, so like if you're 18 seconds, but you're purple, you're gonna be south, like inside the boss, but south, where we used to have B.
Okay.
That's a lot of memory. Okay.
And fast. It happens quick.
It makes
If
me
we're
feel real good that this is the first boss.
If it helps,
This run.
the second boss is usually most raid tiers very straightforward.
Right, but then it like drastically amps up for 3 and 4.
Yes, three is a wall, and 4 is like the kill.
But will they have videos out by then? Is there a video out for this yet?
There are
sure-
videos out.
I'm pretty sure there's already videos for this.
Ah, crud.
Perfect example is once Mr. Happy doesn't get far enough in World First, he just makes videos. Like, he'll do a small push for it, and then figure it out, and then be like, okay, I'm just gonna do videos, like, we're out of the race.
Yeah, I think the videos will help too, so you can kind of do it pretty much.
If they're doing the same strat.
True.
Yeah, it's gonna be like,
Sure.
actually, all you need to do is stand here. I don't know why anybody does anything else.
Well, so, like, there are probably videos out there that are like, here's how you should do shackles, and it's not just stand there. And a bunch of people are going to sit there and do shackles really complicated. It's going to be a swap on one.
Oh, shit.
The swing out. Please don't be worried by me. I just want to top you guys off.
I don't know if I want to have the provoke. I clicked it. I think it will though.
Double Pac-Man. See the next. Run through. Thanks, swap. It's gonna be flare. In and out. In first. And out. Be raid wide. Brain dead strap. south. You can still hit him from south. I'll have Porphrez. I also died, but I think my race came out. That's it. Wipe. Remember DPS, you don't have to be inside the boss's hitbox to hit him. You can melee him from south.
Who wasn't south?
We lost Swain.
Ah, okay. Just make sure it wasn't me. Like, I guess I should just.
Called him Wade. That was great. Already knows your name.
That's
I
always
guess
my Santi also. Just make sure it's not me.
Yeah, I guess I just want to know if it was me because I was like, I think I was in the right spot, and you said DPS or melee. Like,
Bird shackles. Standard. Don't worry, I'll move out. Okay, standard setup. Weapons are next. Double Pac-Man. Run through. Next is Tank Swap. Flare. And then out. Out. Raid Wipe coming out. Bottom first. Wands. Blocks. DPS center. Healers south. Main tank mid. OT north. And box.
We had someone die on that. Does that one do more damage or something? That was the second time south that we just someone died.
oh, so do we all die because there was an empty square?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Trevor, did the second crystal kill you? Just outright?
I was just a little too slow and I got killed by the line.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the void. The void got him at the. He was like crossing over.
Yeah, my back foot got hit by the line and it just popped me for max damage. I was just
Gotcha.
a hair too slow.
I wanted to know if it was just doing max damage because it was the same or not.
No,
Hey, if
it
you're
does
in-
like 50% of my health if it's
Okay.
double element.
If you are in the center after you get your debuff thing, do you just dodge everything?
Your element won't change. Yeah. So the reason DPS are doing center there is because you have to catch a fire after, and you need that ice buff that you just got from your first gem.
Right. So, okay. How many
You go-
squares is there? 6?
9 squares.
So what if everybody were to just... We get our debuff, then everybody move to the middle to dodge the second, and then move out
Because-
for the third.
So healers have fire, and if I don't change element, I'm dead. Also, if we don't catch south and north, we're dead. We dropped good candy. Only grape flavor is allowed to touch the ground.
You can't let the other crystals explode without someone eat. Someone has to eat the crystals, the color.
That's,
Oh,
that's
okay.
why we keep dying when someone's dead and we wipe. Is because we're dropping the good candy.
The good stuff has to be.
The thing in the
When
center
he
holds the
calls,
color.
right, when he calls DPS to the middle, though, you go back to your normal clock. You don't have to rotate.
Yeah. We are going to have a swap on 3. I'll move out after Raidwood. This is weapons. In and out. In. Out.
Flare.
Sight. Run through. Raid wide coming out. And candy. Gonna be bottom first. DPS mid. Healer south. OT north. Dropping. Return to clocks. Yep, that's the hardest one of those.
Yeah, that was about 21% of my health.
Yeah.
Swap.
It's stack swap. Got him.
Oh, alright, I'm sorry.
No worries. Shining Cells is coming up. In Scythe and Flail, or Blue, I mean. Swell's on the right spot. Hit done one. You're all good.
That's normal. That's not the swap, right? That's just normal take
Swap.
buster there. So they're just doing normal tank faster after that one?
then out on blue. Heavy hand is the normal tank buster.
Okay. On Travid.
I'm on blue.
Alright, everyone's red.
Just a raid wide. Be ready for shackles.
Oh, that came in.
That was a hell of a raid wide.
Yeah. Let's wall. We're gonna die at fourfold.
Look at all those shackles. That's so crazy.
They come out fast too.
Yeah.
So we gotta be pretty much topped for that last phase here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely didn't think it would pop everyone. I'm like, I don't want to overheal, so I'll just wait till it goes. And there we go.
It's like we're fine. Oh.
I mean, it doesn't hurt as much after you're dead.
There you go. Much better though. Like I said, that was the hardest version of the gems, and we did it fine.
30 minutes.
I think that was our best attempt too. 57.
6 people up for fourfold. Shackles coming out. Full reverse. DPS out. Next is weapons. Out then in. In. Bank swap. It's stack. Double sight. Grim. Raid Wife coming out. Top first. It's going to be standard verticals. Tanks north, healers mid, DPS south. You're going to do a clockwise rotation, but please hold. Not done yet, not done yet, not done yet. Clockwise rotation.
Yeah, I get the same color on that.
We had a messed up rotation. It's flare.
That dickhead.
There's a lot of people down for slices.
Should we wipe that one?
Yeah. Just gonna get awkward resing people during it.
Wait, your clockwise rotation is B.
Oh, it's middle? Okay.
Yep.
B, yeah.
So, like, you're
I
standing
get it. I
here,
thought it
right?
meant for my current position, not my clock.
So your
Yeah,
forever
so-
clock is here. When he says
I get
rotate
it, yeah.
clockwise, you are B. Zephy is 1, I am A, and so on and so forth.
I really like those machinists. Or sorry, those sage guns. Huge.
They're stupid and I love them. Heavy hand. It'll be standard. Pack mounts. Run through. Swap is going to come out. It's flare. Be weapons. Out then in. In. Raid wide. Brain dead mechanic. Blocks first. DPS are south, tanks north, healers mid. That wasn't it, stay where you are. Back to clocks. Gonna be a swap. Get ready. It's static. Insight and pack or red. Sorry. That looks good. Flare. Wait for mouse. Oh, and blue.
Just yeah. That's shackles.
Red.
Josh.
Come on, red.
Everyone on blue. Back for Raidwood. Nice. Watch your shackles. We got a purple that's out.
Oh,
Was that me? Who's the
No,
purple?
Purple
that
goes
was a
in. I was the
purple.
one that was out.
Huh?
Purples,
Oh,
all
cool.
purples go in.
yeah, I was
Right.
supposed to go.
Yeah, the purples go in.
That was a normal shackle. That wasn't the weird one.
No, that's the weird one, right? So
A weird one.
you gotta look
goes.
at your
Purple-
deep.
The purple
You gotta-
chains always link, right? If you're not
Yeah,
linked,
yeah.
if you're not linked, you're out, right? The red chains don't link together,
The reds link together.
do they? Or they
Yes,
just circle you?
It just
it's
doesn't
the 4
show.
hour.
The
Wait.
3 furthest people from the source of the red chain are going to have red chains around them.
Yeah.
The 3 closest people to purple are going to
They have
have
purple
purple type chains to them.
But
and
they
around.
actually have the visual tether of
Yes.
the chain reaching out. Yeah, okay. So if
That's
you
how
see
you
a
can
chain
tell
touching
something
you,
is
run
wrong.
to the boss. Yeah, yeah. That's what I thought. I'm like, I
Well-
see one going way out, and
You don't.
Like, I just
you don't necessarily want to run to the boss if you see a chain touching you, because the chained person, like the person you're chained to, might be the one who's wrong. You just need to
Oh.
look at your buffs and adjust.
right.
Hey, Joe, how do you do that? How do you make it bigger? I never got that.
Make it.
Your debuff?
Oh, the debuff thing?
Uh-huh.
It's in the HUD layout?
We want to do like one more pull, then we got to reset, and then we can go do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can take a quick break or whatever.
Check for grit.
Thank you.
Shackles. Standard. Mac, be a little closer.
Almost got red.
Yep. In, then out. In first. Out.
Oh.
It's back. Double sight, mind the tilt. Red what? Be ready for clocks. Raz, you might want to point it north. Easy way.
There's somebody.
Wait,
yeah,
am I
Who's on my
wrong?
side?
I'm confused. What happened?
Nope, it's alright. Right now, everyone's in the right spot. DPS south. That wasn't it. Stay where you are. Back to clocks. Flare. Wipe.
Oh,
Done.
Oh no, I was calling that we were about to wipe.
no, yeah, I know.
Why?
Wait,
What happened?
We didn't run out with the flare.
Yeah.
One
Should we
more,
jump?
or
We could probably
We got
do one
time.
more. We're not getting all the way through.
Even if we were, it's maybe 10 minute-ish, maybe 12. Swap on 4.
Now or do I wait?
You'll wait. Now you go. Clear. Weapons coming out. Double sight. Come through. Thanks for coming out. It's flare. Then in. Trying to give you room. In. Next will be a raid wide. Raid wide. Ready for you up. Bottom first. The weird one. DPS and main tank mid. Healers south. Off tank north. Return to clocks. Alright, you ready for swap? Back swap. Raid wide coming out. Man, in red. Be a swap. Ready? Stack swap. my preferred of the two here. And out with blue. Shackles of time. On Matt.
Blue is bad.
Everyone on red. Tank Buster coming out. Raid White coming out. Shackles will be next. Got some time, but be ready. If you have red, run out. If you have purple, run in. Buffs. Red in. I can change the dead bodies.
Yeah. And just remember, and on the inside, we should still be in like the 4 quadrants too. So, and that's what we were just too tight on each other there. I think.
Yeah, that's it. You don't change, so I mean, I thought we were changing. Like after it blew up once, I might be purple, but we looks like we stay red.
So everyone gets their buffs at the same time. They just have different timers. So both of those times, my red timer has said you have 3 seconds to get out.
Okay.
And someone else's red timer might have 8 seconds to get out, but everyone has to still get out in 3 seconds, basically.
Right.
So it's a fast mechanic, but it's also 20 seconds of uptime, because if we're all right and in the right spot, we don't have to do anything.
We don't have to move after that, right?
We literally stand there, it barely does damage, so even the healers are just sitting there being glare mages. I mean, it's great.
Okay.
Let's reset.
Okay.
That's easy enough.
How do we leave? No.
This season. Take a quick break to stretch and bathroom.
Yeah, for sure. Swain can get his debuffs bigger on his screen.
Yeah. Show me how to do that.
So you're gonna do your escape and go to your HUD layout.
Uh huh.
And then you're gonna find in that HUD layout the element that's your debuffs. I think we already split it, right?
Status info, enfeeblements.
Enfeeblements, yep. So make sure that's highlighted. And then you're going to click the little gear that's next to that long bar that says status info enfeeblements. Okay. And then underneath where it says like group 1, there's a element size, and then there's a box next to it, like 120, 200, 180. I think it's defaults 100. But move that size up, and it will make the box bigger.
Okay, what is the percentage?
I mean, that's your personal choice.
No, what does that mean? Is that the same thing?
That percentage. The 160 is how big it is. 100 standard. 200 would be twice the size that it was. Like, and then you got to hit,
So what's the difference between changing the slider bar and the percentage?
The slider bar is transparency.
Oh. The element size bar? Oh, I see.
The element size is to the right, and then the slider bar is a transparency setting. So, like, yeah, you can change that slider, but then like.
What do you have yours at? 200?
I mean, I'm at like 160, but I might bump mine up to like 180.
All right, somebody debuff me.
I don't know that we have that capability.
Did you make your buffs the same as your debuffs?
No. Oh, I see it. Yeah. Okay, I like that.
What's weird is like I think my enfeeblement is making my enhancement window bigger and not my enfeeblement window bigger.
Are you sure you have it told to split it into 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like when I pick them, the name, the status UI element changes the name. Oh, weird. Okay, so that's... Yeah, it says it changed it, but visually looking, it didn't do it. Weird. Somebody debuff me. So are you streaming it so Farrah can watch if when he's not looking, or is he not watching you?
Yeah, I have my my YouTube going. But I'm sort of like the People's Republic of China. I've always got a camera on you.
That's...
I love how you didn't even finish this.
yeah.
This is fine.
Yeah,
Well,
most
we
people
creep
don't know
out
what
of
to
this.
say to
What are you gonna do?
People's Republic of China's not going to do anything. They can't hear it.
That's okay. I love saying that joke to people because no one ever knows what to say in response. He's not the first person I've hit with that joke, and no one except Dez has ever had anything to say to that.
My NSA agent said that wasn't very funny.
we were talking about it in another channel just earlier this week that like, aliens or robots will become sentient, and they'll be able to go back in all of these audio files and find which humans would be more sympathetic to their cause and keep them alive, and then eliminate all the ones that would be trouble to them. So we were all
I, for one, welcome
announcing that.
I think robots are amazing, and I can't wait for that to happen.
Right, that's exactly what we all did. We all, for one, cannot wait to welcome our new robot overlords.
If they don't kill me on the spot, I'm selling them into robot sex slavery.
Yeah, so they'll be coming after you. So yeah.
Oh my god!
I mean, could it be that the robots will be using for bionic sex slaves? And I mean, I could sign up for that.
It's gonna be like Fallout. I don't care what you do with them, just pay me enough caps.
There you go.
What you do after you close the door is none of my business. I mean, how you repurpose that vacuum cleaner is none of my concern.
Poor vacuum.
It's a living.
Yep. I mean, it's got to make money to feed its kids somehow. Or its nuts and bolts. Whatever they want to be called. I mean...
Oh, one not ready. Was it Swain?
Yeah.
No.
It's either you or Swain. Chooses to go AFK right at 7 o'clock.
I didn't go AFK. I was just putting in a material.
I'm wondering, would it even be worth buying a piece right now?
No, you have time.
Yeah,
Do you know what
that's
piece you
true.
should be buying? I mean, I guess.
No idea.
Yeah.
A 570, maybe upgrade a accessory. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh. Although people can repair too. No, yeah, go do it.
Oh, I repaired.
Our
I learned my
tanks
lesson last time.
Yeah, I repaired.
That's all.
It was the first thing I did before I wandered off on my other chores.
I've been repairing in between strategy meetings.
With your robot overlords?
Something like that.
I did. I smoked a tri-tip today. Smoked it like a brisket.
It's not where I thought that sentence was going.
And, it was so good. I was eating it. That's why I said that.
Just kidding, I can't buy a piece. I'm too poor.
That's okay. Just to jump topics. I'm actually thinking about writing a book about somebody I know. I was telling Swelly about this last night. So I have a friend that I have a friend that I've known for like 20 years, and nobody actually believes he's a real person because of just some of the outlandish stuff he does, or did do. He doesn't really do them much anymore because he's too old. Like he actually got stuck in the Looney Tunes trap on an escalator.
What's a Looney Tunes trap? What?
when you get stuck in it and you're like stuck rolling as it's going the other way, and someone actually has to go over and physically hit the stop button so you can get
Like
out.
infinite rolling down infinite stairs.
Yeah, pretty much. He actually got stuck in one of those in real life. I was there, and I was the idiot who had to let him out of it.
I mean, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, and
That's sad. I mean, I shouldn't be laughing at someone's
But does that actually happens? Like you can keep falling,
yeah,
and then
Yeah.
you fall just low enough that you keep going up. Yeah.
Come on.
yeah. I didn't know that could happen in real life until I literally saw this man do it. I have seen him break into his own garage to get into his house when his front door was unlocked because he was twisting the doorknob the wrong way on 3 separate occasions.
So this would be a series of short stories then. But
I have enough stories. I could probably write 3 or 4 books. Yeah, at this point. And yeah, I proceeded to tell his new wife and their family probably about 4 or 5 hours of some of my favorite stories. Not even all of them, just some of my favorites. Like the time he somehow got a dog that wasn't even, I don't even think it was his, in a tree with him, and then forgot gravity existed, and that dogs don't like to be in trees. It didn't end well. It ended up with him having to get stitches and, you know.
poor dog.
The dog is a.
Oh no! Well, I mean, the dog is probably dead now. This was like 2001, something like that. I mean, the dog probably died of old age, but yeah, no. I mean, just. But he is a real person, I promise you. This man literally dipped his hand into boiling pasta, grabbed it, and put it into sauce, and threw it at my kitchen wall.
It's quite the achievement to boil pasta.
Yeah.
That's solid matter right there.
Well, so he was asking me one day, he was like, how do you know when pasta's done? I was like, well, you can take pasta and you can just, like, throw it at the wall, and if it sticks, it's done. So he just deadpan dips his hand into the pasta while it's boiling, grabs a handful of it, dunks it into the sauce again while it's on the stove, and just yeets it at my wall, and it just sticks. And I'm just sitting there going.
So it was done, is what you're saying.
And so I'm like, no, you idiot. You take like one noodle. So he takes one, he does it again, grabs one noodle, throws it at the wall, it sticks, and he goes, pasta's done.
I have a friend who, when he learned about the pasta trick, his first thought was to throw it on the ceiling.
Yep. So you know what I'm talking about. These people exist, man.
Yeah,
I had known him like a week.
He's a special kind of stupid, but sometimes he's smart enough.
I love that people will go through all the lengths to like fling pasta at their wall before they'll like take a bite.
Yeah, I just take a bite of it.
That's what I do.
Be like, does it have a tooth to it, or is it crunchy still?
Did it crunch?
I mean,
it's easy as flinging it at your wall.
I mean, you could just like poke it with a fork to test it too. It was just like,
yeah.
But it's just like I don't
It's
know
also
with them.
You stick a fork in there and see if it'll twirl. If it doesn't twirl, it's too rigid. Like, there's a lot of ways before. Throw food around your house.
Well, he threw food around my house. It wasn't even his house. I'm just like,
I also like
why?
that he felt like it had to be a full dish. He had to dip it in the sauce first, like.
You had to make sure the sauce was done too.
Yeah, but
that's
just
spaghetti is a crime.
But that's just how his brain works. And the sad thing is, he's actually smarter than I am. Like on paper, he's actually smarter than I am. It's just that there's like a weird wall between his brain and everything else.
I think a lot of people that can knowledge. A lot of people that have like really, really technical based intelligence are so focused on like specifics that they're not so great about like putting together common sense logic.
They will take it very literally. Is the spaghetti done? Put it on the wall. Okay, spaghetti's on the wall.
Yeah, that's exactly how he is. That's exactly how his brain works.
Straight up follow instructions versus think of what the instructions are intended to mean.
That makes sense.
I mean, every now and then, I swear to God, I feel like I have to bust out one of those old cereal box decoder rings to be able to understand what he's saying.
It's gonna be 4 rotate after Rainwood. mechanic out.
Move in a little. There we go, we got it.
So here's the thing, do you not get the... Well, does it... As long as you're there by the very end, are you okay?
In and out? Yeah.
In and out. Okay.
That's why I tell everyone to stay in first, just so we can heal up after Warden's out. Swap. Double Pac-Man, north, then south. Through. Raid light. Enjoy some uptime. Blocks. Symmetrical. Tanks north, healers mid, DPS south. Looks good.
Hold.
Blocks. Tank swap coming out. Flare swap. Pac-Man out in blue. Mechanic. Gonna be a swap. Flare swap. Run to 2. Run to yellow. DPS. Next weapon's out. In Pac-Man red. Steps up. On Mac. Red is safe. Raid wide coming out. Watch your buffs. Nope. Moving. We did it right the first time then.
They keep switching?
Yeah,
Only switches if someone dies.
It switches
Or
if,
moves.
It switches if someone dies, because so a dead person's chains still come out, but a dead person's chains still come out, but they do not link to other dead people. So you don't want to move during that mechanic, because either we did it right or we're going to wipe no matter what.
Yeah, once it starts,
There's no more. You don't run in. You don't try and fix it. If you try and fix it, we're gonna wipe anyways.
Basically, if you have the buff that's red, you're on the outside ring. If you're purple, you're up against the boss.
And just remember timers. If you're 3, you should be on the blue. In or out depends on purple or red. 8 is purple. 13 is pink. 18 is yellow. Everyone gets them at the same time, so I can't call them out.
Start at 3, go clockwise. That should go bigger. That's how I'm remembering it, because numbers are hard.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be full swap. Healers in, DPS out. After this. Okay, DPS out. New spots. Clean. Should be just like this, except no one moves. Someone moves, you're gonna cleave somebody, we're all gonna die. In and out. Out.
Back.
Fence coming out. It's gonna be double sight. Raid White will be next. Easy mode. Thanks north, healers mid, DPS south. That's raid wide, don't move. Blocks. Another swap is coming out. It's flare. Raid wide.
Ow.
We get popped like that.
Hey, it's safe. Into a jumping swelly.
Next will be a tank swap. Flare. Run A again. Weapons. It's gonna be Pac-Man out or in. I bet Pac-Man in and red.
On mech.
Red is safe. White's coming out. Shackles, watch your buffs. That was my bad. I was a little tilted. We had it right.
Yeah, in some ways, that second Shackles mechanic is easier than the first, because there's, like, you get what you get and you stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the timers again? And
I
positions?
fucked that up.
3 is blue.
Yeah.
That's what I should have been. I should have been
Purple.
on.
I'm gonna type it so it's easier.
She has it in Barbie chat already. She put it, like, right when we came in here.
Yeah.
Maybe scrolled up.
And those are for the reds, or? Oh, I see what you're doing. Wait, what?
I mean, if
Really,
you're
it's just
on,
if you're red, you want to be in the 4 corners, just not stacked with somebody else.
yeah.
And if
Right.
you have to spread out.
Purple.
Are you saying
alternate
there's
too,
a
like,
timer correlated with the debuff, right?
Yes.
yes.
But if you're, like, in the middle and you're purple, like, as long as you're, like,
Just make
one in front
that.
of each other, sideways,
Yeah.
one in front of each other, like, this, like, where A,
Yeah.
B, and C is, like we were doing in the first phase, like, you're safe. Just don't stand on each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the center guys is just pretty easy to take that one step. The far guys, the red guys, it's a
They
little
don't
bit
have
harder,
time.
but
They will absolutely kill each other.
yeah.
And it's more to just get to the right place in time because everybody needs to be there within that first 3 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we just, after that 3 seconds, we do not move.
If you survive the first one, just eyes down onto your hotkeys and just DPS as best you can.
Yep. And press true north. Don't go doing positionals.
Yep.
You don't get positionals there.
Aww.
Melee! You have a cooldown.
That's why you pop your true
Hey,
north.
I've actually done that one right every time.
Nice.
Eh,
Oh, and note to self, no free charges during that
Great.
time because that's the fuck I do.
Watch crit. Pulse. Standard. Move after wave wide. In and out. In first. Out. Tank spot. It's flare. Sight.
Oh, yeah.
Grade 1. Enjoy the uptime. I'm first. This is the weird one. Healers south. Main tank mid. Off tank north. This is just a raid wide, not the mechanic. Back to clocks. The raid wide. Nice. It's stack swap. Big ray blood.
Just got tired. No.
I was full and I think I was just one shot me. It's wild.
Oh, dang.
Out and red. So we get tank swap. Flare. Oop. Scythe, red. Yep, fine. Red is safe. Which coming out? Shackles is next.
Oh, fuck.
Purple who died on Alger.
Yeah, fuck that up.
I need a quick sec. I gotta call work. They were calling in the middle of that. One sec.
No fair, we're raided. No, I'm just kidding.
I went to the wrong one.
He knows, he's doing it on purpose.
He's watching the stream.
Yeah.
It felt like we survived a little longer on that. Shackles, maybe? Question mark? I don't know.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like
we
we got
don't-
like one successful versus none, so
Yeah. I think we just had just one death, I think, on that first one.
Yeah, and it just
Yeah,
spirals.
that
That's what I was saying of like, we don't want to try and fix it if it's wrong, because we're gonna wipe anyways. It just spirals out of control. One death in that means the next one's gonna have 3 deaths, meaning the next one's gonna have 4 deaths, and the last person just dies.
Yeah, I was red and I was in the wrong spot and I tried to adjust and I should have just stayed and adjusting got me killed and I think that's what the problem was right there on that one.
Yeah.
I should have just stayed instead of trying to adjust.
Honestly, with
We
me
had
having
purple out too.
with me having the 18 timer and I saw it happening, I should have moved for you.
Yeah, because I was over here on B and I was actually clear. I should have just been like, it's fine. I actually tried to get over to A and I was like, this is gonna get me killed. And sure enough, I died. And I was like, I should have just stayed on B. I would have been clear.
Yeah, for Reds we want numbers.
Instead of the numbers, would it make more sense like we do our like 2s and Bs, like we were doing that first time, just so people doesn't matter if you're red.
No.
I guess we would overlap, like
Mac and I can both be red.
both be red. Yeah, okay.
And then
that's right.
where does one of us go? And it's going to get really complicated while I'm like, okay, Mac, you go here, and I've got 3 seconds to figure out where to put
Right.
Mac.
I do remember you saying that. Like you both could.
Yeah, because right there it was like that was a case of I was clear, but I still just I should have just been like I'm fine, just stay, and I I panicked and tried
If
to.
if you ever have to move, you can always take the first chain, then slide and stop, and take the next chain and slide and stop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I should have just stayed where I was.
Yeah, because you have 3 seconds between every chain.
Yeah, because I had the 12 or the 13 one, I think. But I was.
And the only time it would have been a problem is when you and me were both the two going out. So you technically had 12 seconds to get over to 1. You just rushed.
Yeah.
It's fine though. Like I said, we also had a purple on the outside. So
Game on you, purple.
it was going to spiral either way.
That 3-second buff was terrifying.
It is.
Like-
I almost always get 3 seconds red and I just run. I pop sprint as soon as I see the 4-fold shackle cast.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't. It's gonna be lucky if I get there. Like, that's a lot going on, and for me to make a decision in 3 seconds.
Purple. You get purple. Just run in the middle, and then we'll all. You have 3 seconds to adjust.
Yeah,
like,
purple.
we're fine.
Purple, I adjust. It's fine. Like
Yeah.
I actually think I don't think purple really matters. If you have purple, just adjust accordingly.
Yeah.
But red, like
Red, you gotta be right.
Teleport.
yeah.
Yeah, you get a redo. If you teleport the wrong way, you can just go,
Yeah, reset.
I got 2 more seconds.
Well, if you kind of like centralize on the boss, and then you can just kind of like run in a straight after you know where you have to go.
Yep, that's what I do. If I run in, because there's damage out anyways, and I can like shield, and then I run like hell to wherever I get, which is why I pop sprint when I see the cast.
Oh yeah, on that transition out of dartboard, did you want a passage of arms or for that? Because I noticed that was just a lot of damage.
Yeah, we can do that. It is a lot of damage. It still got us to half health, and that was I crit on my prognosis.
I've been troubadouring in and out of the dartboard.
Those were big shields, and we still got to half health. That shit's scary.
Yeah, because sometimes I don't have veil for it, but I've always got passage. So
yeah, that could. And we're all pretty much stacked anyways, because like we have so much time between the mechanics.
Okay, yeah, I'll drop a passage this time, and if it really seems to help, I'll keep using it.
Yeah.
Should we all just like pop sprint on that part?
I don't think Josh is ready.
He'll let us know. He has to call work. He's a wage slave.
Yeah, ignore that. That was the wrong button. I meant to hit the ready check. They're right next to each other.
Mine too. Okay, give me like 20 seconds, then I'll be right back.
It still feels weird for me to even be using the timer thing.
The timer just makes me feel like I should be doing something. I'm like,
only Ninja should be doing something.
I guess I'll pop a shield at 2 seconds. I guess. I mean,
I don't know.
I can technically throw in a rune 4 for the pull, but like, the accidental pulling too early is not worth the DPS gain.
Yeah, because it's like I used to get into a like I used to use them when they first added them, and then people would just like yell, "You're taking way too long. You're taking way too long. Just pull. You don't need those. Just go." It's like, all right, screw it. And then like even like in like pug raids and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, screw it. We're gonna do this like it's WoW. I don't mind.
And
I just kept
sadly,
charging.
openers are so important in Savage. It's less bad in Extreme, but they're still kind of important.
I mean, yeah, I was like, even like in the Pug Savages I was doing, I was getting yelled at because it was taking too long.
Yeah, people are weird, but if you're doing current content and you're doing Savage and you don't do a countdown, there are fights you are going to fail the DPS check because people didn't do the right opener.
Well, I had in Stormblood, I had a Savage that was doing current content. I was a T1 Savage that yelled at me for using a counter. They just told me just to go.
That's why it's a T1 Savage. They were stuck on the first boss.
Well, T1 is top tier.
Okay,
T1
sorry,
is
guys.
floor boss.
It's all good.
That was 01?
No, T1 as in tier 1, as in the best of the best.
Oh, so it's 012.
No, as in ranking, as in like
T1 players.
yeah,
not
tier
T1
1
content.
players.
Oh, gotcha.
As in like the top 10%.
Top 10%'s overrated. I've already.
And they they would yell at me and stuff too. And I had like T1, T5, T4s yell at me for using them too. I'm like, all right, screw it. This is more my style anyway. I'm just gonna pull.
Nah. If it was current content, then they're not actually a T1. They may have gotten a parse run, but they're not actually a T1. Precast is everything in this game.
Well, one of them missed worlds first by like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Better use counters for that though. Gonna be a swap on 3. Shackle positions. Stack. Out then in. Parade what? Easy mode.
Yay.
DPS south, tanks north. That wasn't it. Back to clocks. Find the raid wave. It'll be another swap. It'll be a flare swap. Prepare to wipe. Okay, we're good. Only one death. Got him. Shutdown coming out. Tank swap coming out. It's flare. Red in sight.
Thank you.
Free uptime. Mac, red is safe.
And this thing likes me.
Flame shut coming out. Passage. Thank you. We'll be healed up. Next is Fourfold. Shackles.
Did we lose a purple?
Yeah, someone gave Mac red. I read it the snapshot. So I died from a red one from him.
Yeah, we have to
Do all four corners, because otherwise someone else is going to be further away from one of the corners. So if we don't have one red in every corner, it's a wipe.
Do you think it would be better, like, to pre-get ready, like?
No, I already asked. You weren't paying attention.
Oh,
we went over it,
work
but
call.
the answer is no.
Oh, Mac and I can, for example, Mac and I can both have red. Who gets 3? And I have 3 seconds to figure it out. It's easier to just go by timers and make sure everyone gets on the same page, so we're not spending those 3 seconds going, you go here, you go here, you go here, you go here, you go here. Like,
Yeah, you have to identify it and be quick. Just get to your spot. Get to the closest corner you are. Hopefully you're by yourself.
unfortunately, this is a very
I didn't know it was corners. I just got to the outside and then was trying to run to my corner.
you gotta do corners because like Lumi was next to me on A, and that means when my chick comes out, even though Lumi and I are both red, Lumi's not the furthest from me. Mac is. Mac's gonna get my tether.
Yeah. And it's 4 purple, 4 red, right? Everyone gets or it's 2 and 2.
No, it's
4 and 4.
4 and 4. Okay. Yeah, so you have to be full spread. Like there's no
Yep.
safety zone.
Remember that if you have 3 seconds, you run to 3. That's the easiest because they're the same. They match up perfectly.
And if you have 3 seconds from purple, you run to C, and it rhymes.
Wait, but B also rhymes.
Shut up.
So does D. And depending how you read it, G. Because I don't care how long that marker's been here, that is not a 4.
4G, right?
That's true.
People talked and killed and rolled my little thing away.
Make them shut up.
Sorry, what?
Joe, you're out. Joe, you're out.
Swap on 2. Weapons are next. Catch weapons. Is it in and out?
Yep.
In and out.
Yeah.
Out. Swap coming out. It's flare. Double sight. Come through. Raid wide coming out. Free up time. Easy mode. That wasn't it. Don't be tricked. Now go. Nice. I didn't even have to call it easy mode. Hell yeah. Stack swap. Sight. Out. Blue. Between C and 3. This will be a tank swap. Swap.
Back.
Free up time. Raz?
Green
Pick
6,
one.
guys. Green.
Okay. Next is Shackles.
Ah. Why are we Oh.
Come on, I got the 3.
Yeah, but if you got
were
the
you
chain
purple?
switch, you gotta take a few steps back. He was just a little too close.
Oh.
You need to take you gotta take a few steps back to break that chain coming into the middle. Otherwise,
Who?
you were good. You, Swain.
What do you mean?
If you were in
can't
your
have-
corner
if you were-
square, you were
If
here.
you have the red debuff and you have a purple chain locked to you, you're too close to the purple
You're
guy.
too close to the groups in the middle.
Oh,
so you have to
I was in
oh.
3, but I just had to step back further.
Yes.
You have a chain to you.
Yeah, if you're on the outside and you have a chain, you gotta just step a little bit to the back of away from the group a little bit. It might put you out of melee, and you just have to deal.
Okay.
Throw your ninja stars. I mean, I tried to scoot in closer too. I don't know who
Yeah, for us,
you were chained to, but
the
like,
purple's on the I don't know either, but the purple's on the inside. Like, you want to try to be tight cross or whatever it is. That's all right. We're getting close, man. We'll get it this time.
I was even in the right spot for 3 purple. It was amazing.
Hard punishes panic. standard. Wait for raid wide. So this is what it should look like. Exactly like this. In then out. Caught. Double sight.